Hello. Hello, chicken nugget. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get spooky. Let's get spooky with it. I've been looking forward to this. I'm not looking forward to the voice acting part. Not voice acting, reading. I don't voice act. Alrighty. Let's do it. I'm hyping myself up for no reason. I'm gonna take a drink of water before I get into this though. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Do not resist with thy feeble human strength. The end is nigh, God. Guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. Oh, he's got... Oh! Goddamn! Little erection going on there. That's all you're gonna get for voice acting. The rest is just gonna be fucking read out normally. Life was ordinary. The lazy days I spent with mum and dad. I can still remember them perfectly. Gathering at the dinner table every evening to talk about our day. All of us lounging around, cozily watching TV together. The quiet little conversations we'd have before falling asleep. Dad, I'm back. ... This character design's kind of cool. I kind of fuck with this. Have you had dinner? I haven't had mine yet. Mind if I eat here? I packed some food. Nothing special happened today. I got off school, then ran a quick errand. Came straight here after. Mum's doing the same as always. I guess work's been keeping her busy. She said she'd be back late again tonight. Shall we watch some TV? And now, our next news story. A string of disappearances has recently taken place within the Ark. This has prompted a growing movement among citizens criticizing the central government's handling of the situation. Pretty unsettling, huh? That's all the news has been reporting lately. With all the disappearances happening, there have been all kinds of rumors swirling about. Some say people are being abducted and used as test subjects for biological experiments, or that there are corrupted Nikkes running around and wreaking havoc. Don't you think both scenarios sound kind of ridiculous? See, you think it's nonsense too, right? I'm guessing her dad's like sick. Or like in a coma or something. I mean, it does seem odd. How could anyone be carrying out biological experiments in a place as safe as the Ark? And if a Nikke had really gone rogue, surely she would have been caught and been on the news by now. Don't you think I'm right? Please say I'm right. Please? Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Say something. Don't just lie there. Dad. Oh, that hurts my heart, dude. Oh my god. Ever since you got hurt on the surface, Mum's been acting weird. At first she started mumbling weird things, scribbling strange red eyes all over the walls of the house. Now she barely comes home. All she ever does is work at the center. I have no idea if she's eating or if she's getting any sleep. I don't know anything anymore. Oh. Oh, that hurts my soul, dude. Compared to the old days, everything's different now. Everything. I'm sorry. I know I promised I wouldn't complain in front of you, but tomorrow I'm going to visit the center where Mum works. I'm worried about her. Maybe I should bring her something to eat. Aw, she's a good kid. Things can't go on like this. Anyway, sweet dreams. I'll drop by again. That hurts, man. That hurts. Cancelling hours. Weekdays 9 till a time. Weekends closed. Huh? Has she always had weekends off? Then why did she come into work today? Knock knock. Huh? Knock knock again. I'm coming in, okay? Creak. No one's here. I guess I'll just leave the lunchbox. The end nigh. Guide foolish mortals. What's that sound? Sound appears to be coming from behind the bookshelf. One of the bookshelves is slightly out of place, leaving a narrow gap. Through the gap, a stairway stretches far down, leading underground. Ooh. Are you in there? Judges descend the skies. Do not resist human strength. In front of an altar where a rapture statue is enshrined, a group of people are fervently murmuring a prayer. And Mom? In the middle of it all was Depara's mother. Ooh, she's in a cult. Not good. Cult's bad, okay?
Worthy opponent. Battle.
Next.
But I desire stronger opponents next time.
That day, I tore through Mum's room in a panic. Every wall was covered from top to bottom in red eyes, all of them staring at the same spot. A spot where I uncovered a rapture core. Ooh. Along with some records about the torch of salvation. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. Oh shit. Ah! New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges, raptures descend from the skies. The end is nigh. Fear not, stand before the judge and reveal yourself. The surface is the altar of God. Death is a path to salvation. Ooh. Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be kindled. As I began to realize what Mum had gotten herself into, I finally understood what those red eyes at home were meant to represent. A chill ran down my spine. Even then, I couldn't turn to anyone for help. Revealing the truth about anything about the torch of salvation could result in Mum being captured and punished. Tough spot, man. I'm back! I don't think I can stomach anything today, so I came empty-handed. I hope that's okay. Oh, did you see the news? They said they found rapture parts in the home of one of the missing families. So freaky. Rapture parts of all things. You know, people keep going missing. People who I used to see at the counseling center, I mean. Dad, I'm scared. So technically speaking, she doesn't have any... I honestly thought she was like the mastermind behind it, but she doesn't really have any involvement. If this keeps up, Mum might disappear too. What if I'm left all alone? I'm sorry, I'm being weak again. For the time being, I don't think I can come here. I think I have to be away for a bit. I'm worried about Mum and I can't just sit by and do nothing. Please pray that everything will turn out okay. I'll be back. Next time I'll come with Mum. I promise. Aw, good kid. I don't think I'll be able to keep that promise, Dad. The cult leader who started the Torch of Salvation turned out to be... Oh, so she started it! So she's like the master... Holy shit! I didn't catch all the details, but they said they intend on using a virus to purify the Ark. They say death is the path to salvation. Don't worry, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll find a way to atone for what my mum has done. Oh. That was the final entry into Paro's journal. Oh man. You said your colleague followed Depara all the way here, right? Then we've got to find them. Both Depara and your colleague. And everyone else who's gone missing. For a few moments, Query stares at the journal Claire had been reading aloud from, then finally speaks up. Yes. Absolutely. After that, we need to make sure they'll never be able to do this again. I'm sick of watching viruses rob people of what's precious to them. Do you think we can really handle this on our own? Come on, Query, I believe in you. Are you saying you don't have faith in me? What? No, I didn't mean it like that. Okay, let's give it a try. It's also my duty as a police officer. Yes, that's the spirit. I like the confidence. Anyway, I'm starting to get worried. We haven't heard a peep from Jill since she went after Miranda. I don't think there's anything else to investigate here. Shall we head over there now? Bet. Fucking bet, dude. Actually, there's one thing I should probably show really quick.
That was a simple mission.
So I got peer pressured. And I cracked one of the booster boxes that I have of the Nikke expansion for Way Schwartz. And I got some goodies. Now, while that's going to focus, but... I got some goodies. I got another box sitting there. Which I promised I would open on stream. So that will happen. I don't know if it'll be today, but soon. Inside a secret room hidden deep within the annex, Jill and Miranda stand frozen in a lab, their eyes fixed on a monitor. Are you two okay? Why are you just standing there like that? Huh? It's hard to explain, but is it just me or does this room look kind of red? Claire? Probably better if you don't look. Why? Just trust me. Claire averts her eyes from the corpses and turns to the monitor. Ooh. An experiment log recorded by a researcher is displayed on the screen. Holy elixir of the judge, 6 trial results. Engineered using the same methodology employed in developing Umbrella Corporation's T-Virus. Modification of the holy elixir obtained from the body of the judge located at coordinates RAC 10.1. Successful development of the Neo-Virus. When injected into organic tissue, the Neo-Virus initiates gene restructuring. Notable improvements in physical strength and regenerative ability were observed. Shows potential to temporarily stand against Nikke's. The new humanity who opposes the divine. The following video compares the effects of varying dosage levels. Claire touches the screen and a video begins to play. On the dark screen. Okay, someone's like dying. And that's a horrible sound. Blood-curdling screams ring out. Figures can be seen writhing and convulsing, their entire bodies contorted. Some, desperate to relieve the agonizing pain, scratch at their faces with such ferocity their skin tears off. Oh my god. Miranda, absorbed in the video, suddenly clings tightly to Jill's arm. Jill trembles, her face contorting in fury. The higher the dosage, the greater the increase in physical and regenerative abilities. However, genetic mutation occurs too rapidly, ultimately causing the body to break down. The virus exhibits signs indicative of seeking new hosts. Additionally, regardless of dosage, all test subjects exhibit significant cognitive decline. Could this be effectively used in future plans? Future plans? Jill silently taps the monitor, opening a new window. Project Reborn... I can't speak. Project Reborn Evil. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. The new life, Nikke, has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. In order for the judge to guide humanity to its reckoning, we, the Torch of Salvation, have initiated Project Reborn Evil. The Neo-Virus will be widely disseminated throughout the Ark. Amidst the ensuing chaos, the judge shall be led into the Ark. Once humanity is offered to the judge and evil is purified, Project Reborn Evil will be deemed complete. Evil shall be purified through the reckoning. God, guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. Until evil is purified. 10:01:03. 10:01:02. 10:01:01. Oh, she do. Damn it. Jill, does it say anything about how to shut this project down? These are the only records left. But Jill points to a corner of the lab. After reviewing the Project Reborn Evil file, a hidden passage opened up. In the direction Jill is pointing to, a passage leading deeper underground has been revealed. Let's go! I love how easy these stages are to get through. So good. So good.
Now that the fight's over, I'm
Next.
starting to feel self-conscious. How'd I do?
Death is not the end. Death is purification. The purification of this world begins with death. The merciless judges descend. Same shit they always fucking harp on about. I feel bad for this girl, man. I feel really bad for her. I was happy. The lazy days I spent with my husband and my daughter. Oh, so this is the mum. Okay. I can still remember them perfectly. Gathering at the dinner table every evening to talk about our day. All of us lounging around, cozily watching TV together. The quiet little conversations we'd have before falling asleep. Beep. The patient's vital signs are stable. Unfortunately, he remains unconscious for reasons that are still undetermined. At this stage, we can only continue to monitor his condition. May I ask what really happened on the surface? From what I've heard, he had an encounter with a Lord-class rapture. Thankfully, the Nikkes who were recovered didn't suffer any brain damage. They'll be able to return to the battlefield once they've been given new bodies. As for your husband, I can't say for sure. Man named Miles Carter. Why do I know that name? He used to be a commander. After all the horrifying things he experienced on the surface, he now suffers from PTSD. He's been drowning himself in alcohol for years now. Did you endure such horrific experiences too? Is that why you're refusing to open your eyes? One of the missing people. Ah, okay. You know, the Nikkes who went up to the surface with you, they're returning to the battlefield today. So why aren't you? I have to go. Sweet dreams. Alceria 9? I've been waiting for you. Oh god. Huh? Me? Who might you be? If you're planning on visiting the center, here. And that's the guy from the fucking Coin Rush event! I knew it was him! Yeah, take this. Your husband asked me to deliver it. Ew, what's this? The eyes of the judge are the torch of salvation. Human life, the world into turmoil. I think it's just a coincidence. No, it's him. It's him. It's all his fault. New life, a cruel distortion, merciless judges descend from the skies. The end is, fear not. Reveal yourself. I can't make out the rest. Thick black lines obscure parts of the text. Eventually they go on to fill the entire page. I turn to the next page. Countless eyes stare at me from the pages. Between the crimson eyes, faintly inscribed words can be seen. Fear not, stand before the judge and reveal yourself. The surface is the altar of God. Death is the path to salvation. Death is the path to salvation. Death is salvation. Death. Salvation. Death is the path to salvation. Death is the path that leads to salvation. Death is the true path to salvation. Oh my god. Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be kindled. What? Go on ahead and wait for us. Apira and I will follow. What the fuck? She just killed him! Excuse me, what? We're returning to the happy days we once had. Oh man. New revelation, holy elixir discovered. RAC 10.1, RAC 10.1, blah blah blah. Reborn live. Clip. Elisa, Mia, Valoa, Evan, Kale, Marco. They ascended to the surface and received the salvation from the judges. Miles Carter, Lucas, Emily Cole, Iris Monroe. They consumed the holy elixir of the judge and were reborn as greater beings. Alceria 9, Depara. Through the holy elixir of the judge, the Neo-virus. They aim to purify the evil within the Ark, and thereafter receive salvation from the judge. Ollie, a traitor hidden within the Order. A new breed of human that defies the natural order, intended as a sacrificial offering before the sacred purification ritual, currently reflecting on her sins in the reformation chamber beneath the altar. Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be kindled. With that, the cult leader's journal comes to an end. Goddamn! My head is spinning. These are the ramblings of someone deeply involved in a cult. Of course, any normal person will get dizzy reading this. Hell yeah. He lets out a sigh. Without me noticing, she'd quietly come over to read the journal. Have you contacted the higher-ups? Yes. Blaze Out Squad is due to arrive in 2 hours. And until then, we just lay around for a bit? No. We need to resolve whatever problems we can, then get out of here. Unless you want to go down in flames along with the mansion. Sounds like fun. I say we resolve as many issues as we can, then get out of here before this place burns down. This is our plan going forward. Now, first things first. Let's find this reformation chamber where Polly's being held. Sounds good. It's like very culty, and they've done it really well in terms of how they've written it. Like the mum being like emotionally vulnerable because of the dad being in a coma. Like, it's well written. I like it. I think it's great. We're smashing through it though.
How'd I do?
Hold on, the mansion's going up in flames? What are you talking about? I thought we've discussed this. This is the Ark's protocol for dealing with the outbreaks. So their idea of an epidemic response plan is to burn everything down. It's not just this place, am I right? You are. They will torch all the residences around the mansion as well. If they deem the situation to be critical, they might even reduce the entire outer rim to ashes to stop the disease from reaching the Ark. What? And what about the people living in the outer rim? Don't be so naive. Between the Ark and the outer rim, you already know which one the central government will prioritize. Besides, surely you understand how dangerous a contagious disease would be in an enclosed space like the Ark. The central government will go with the best option available to them, as they always do. This isn't the best option. They're just taking the easy way out. Sacrificing the few to save the many. Yeah, agreed. Exactly. That's precisely why the central government sees this as the best option. A tale as old as time. Going with whatever's most convenient. What if we put a stop to whatever the Torch of Salvation is up to? Will Blaze Out still intervene then? Only if we can prove there's no risk of the Neo virus spreading any further. I doubt they would intentionally stir trouble. You said Blaze Out scheduled to arrive in 2 hours? That's right. And we've still got time. Let's reassess our next move. Ada. What do you think we should do? I need your input to decide our next course of action. Let's start with that. Have fun with whatever, as long as we honor our deal on game. See? My stance hasn't changed. I say we resolve as many issues as we can, then get out of here before this place burns down. This can be our course of action from here on out. So you're taking the easy way out too? Can't be serious. Since entering the outer rim and on our way to the mansion, we didn't encounter a single mutated creature or infected person. That means the virus hasn't spread beyond the mansion yet. So we still have a chance to prove that the Neo virus won't spread any further. That's the spirit. I did say we should resolve as many issues as possible. Alright, first, rescue Polly. Then we find a way to deal with the Neo virus situation. Now, where do we start looking? According to these journals, Polly's reflecting on her sins in the Reformation chamber beneath the altar. If she hasn't been sacrificed yet, that's where she's being held. It's got to be a passage to the Reformation chamber somewhere here. Somewhere here, huh? We just need to find whatever opens the secret passage, right? Yes. Are you just gonna stand there all day, Ada? Of course not. Our deal's still on. But I must say, I'm surprised. I had you pegged as a puppet who mindlessly follows orders. Not a chance. Let's cut the chit chat and find the passage. Right away.
Position okay. Starting right away.
Dude, I'm not used to talking this much. I reached down the wrong side of my portal again. Fuck. Next.
How'd I do?
As we search the second floor of the mansion, Adis calls us to the front of the altar. Among bowls, blades, and ornaments of unknown purpose lies a rapture core glowing red, looking as ominous as ever. Looks pretty suspicious to me, don't you think? You're definitely right about that. It's extremely odd for a rapture core to just be sitting here like this. D, look over there. He stares silently at the altar for a moment before finally speaking. That's fine. Forget the core. Focus on what's around it. Around it? Prompted by D's words, I glance back at the altar again. The rapture core, the bowls and blades, and the candles faintly illuminating the area. Shh. Every so often, a cold breeze sweeps through and the candle flames flicker. Trails of smoke drift towards the platform behind the altar. On closer inspection, the smoke is being drawn into the narrow crack in the platform. I knock on the platform. It's hollow. Guessing there's a hidden space behind this. Bingo! That's our next step. Ada rummages around the altar and points the rapture cord towards the platform. And it opens. Platform slides open, revealing a hidden passageway behind it. I'll go first. Ada grins and slips behind the platform. I peer in and am greeted by a staircase descending deep underground. Let's head down. Stay sharp, we don't know what's waiting for us down there. Bet. We walk down the long corridor when Ada, who's ahead of us, stops abruptly. What is it? See for yourself. As Ada steps inside, something piled up in layers comes into view. From regular civilian clothing to work, school, police, nurse, and military uniforms. A variety of clothes are piled up together. A name tag on one of the military uniforms suddenly catches my eye. Miles Carter. Are these clones worn by the missing? There's more! Several mass-produced Nikkes lie collapsed on beyond the pile of clothes. The condition of their bodies paints a clear picture of what went on in here. A traitor hidden within the order. Suddenly, bang bang! Gunshots ring out. Is it coming from below us? Hello? Ollie, snap out of it. Ollie! Keep within the corridor. E. Fury, fire the rocket launcher. Roger! Figures can be seen engaging in combat with a creature howling ferociously. Miranda and Query? Who are the other two? Do you know them? Yeah. Well, they look like they're in a tight spot. We should go help the... what is she wearing? I'm not complaining, but what is she wearing? Oh, you know what would be the worst? And would really expose me? Playing this game with a fucking eye tracker. Oh my god. That would be awful. That would be fucking god awful. Whoosh. Out of nowhere, an axe flies in from behind, striking the creature dead on. Crack. D charges forward to grab the axe, promptly slamming it back into the creature's exposed core in its lower half. Ooh, scary. By the time D pulls the axe free again, the creature has ceased its shrieking. Hell yeah. Ollie! Are you awake? Miranda? Are you hurt? And Query? What are you two doing here? Depara, now's not the time to be standing around. Depara's headed to the surface. Calm down, Polly. You don't look so good. Polly attempts to stand up but promptly drops back down. It's clear she suffered a great deal while trapped here. Commander, you're here too. Yeah. I see some unfamiliar faces here. About that. This is Jill and Claire. They were escaping from Raccoon City when their vision turned blurry. Next thing they knew, they ended up in this mansion. What? So they got dragged in from another world through the D-Wave too. Everyone, mind if I say something? I explained the D-Wave in detail. So that's why things weren't adding on. Another world. Well, we can still return to our own world, right? Sure, all we gotta do is wake up the gatekeeper. Then let's go and get this gatekeeper thing out of bed. Before we do that, there's something I want to ask. Does Umbrella Corporation also exist in this world? Eh? Yes, it seems like Umbrella Corporation is behind what happened in the mansion. Don't believe I've ever heard of them. Those documents we found in the mansion were the only data we have on Umbrella. But we'll have to dig a little deeper to get the full picture. So they don't exist here, but then why? Claire, let's hold off on waking up the gatekeeper for now. Why? You heard him. Although we don't know precisely what's going on, it's clear that Umbrella is some kind of influence in this world. We can't let this stand. We have to make things right before leaving. Make things right? Claire looks at Query. You said your colleague followed Depara all the way here, right? Then we've got to find them. Both Depara and your colleague. And everyone else who's gone missing. After that, we need to make sure they'll never be able to do this again. You did say that, Claire. I'm sick of watching viruses rob people of what's precious to them. Do you think we can really handle this on our own? I believe in you. Saying you don't have faith in me? If we leave things like this, it'll bug me endlessly. I won't be able to focus on finding my brother. Alright. Might as well give it a shot. So where do we begin? Hold up. I'm really thankful for everyone offering their help, but there's still something left to verify. Verify? Yes. I still haven't heard that person's introduction. Polly's eyes drift towards D, who's sitting silently in the corner. At some point without me noticing, she's changed into a police uniform. Agent Winters, BST. BST, Biohazard Strike Team. We deal with any incidents inside the Ark involving biohazards. After merging with the ACPU, we've been tasked to deal with the current incident involving the virus. My, very impressive. Effective immediately, I'll be joining your team. I presume I can count on your cooperation. Commander will be personally leading this operation. Is there a problem? Teams D doesn't want anyone to know that she's with Perilous Sage. Perilous Siege. I'll play along for now. We could use any help you can give us, Polly. Okay, I'll do my best. Kind of in rough shape though, so I might need some assistance from you all. I believe that covers all the introductions. Shall we move on? Yes. Let's go over the situation again and share what we've all found in the mansion so far. A little powwow. A little fucking powwow. Yay, more cult. Torch of Salvation, a cult that refers to raptures as judges descended from the heavens who will guide all foolish mortals to their reckoning. And the cult firmly believes that it will lead them to salvation in the process. The founder of this group is Alceria 9. She was reportedly in despair as her husband, a former commander, remains comatose. It is believed that she received a rapture core from an unknown individual, aka Coin Rush Dude, which served as a catalyst for the cult's founding. After establishing the Torch of Salvation, Alceria enticed patients and visitors at the counseling center to join the cult. They began holding regular gatherings at a mansion in the Outer Rim. Some cultists were even sent to the surface and offered as sacrifices to the raptures. All individuals who went missing in the past 2 weeks have been linked to the Torch of Salvation. Clothes were found at the entrance of the Reformation Chamber. The timeline of the disappearances coincides with the D-Wave incident. The disappearances began after cult members were used as test subjects during the development of the Neo virus. The Neo virus. Building upon the T virus, which hails from another world, it is synthesized by refining a holy elixir extracted from a rapture's body. This particular rapture is located at coordinates RAC 10.1. When injected into organic matter, the virus significantly enhances physical and regenerative abilities. However, side effects include bodily deterioration, significant cognitive decline, and increased violent tendencies. Spreading the Neo virus within the Ark to incite chaos, and using the resulting confusion to allow the raptures in, was all part of the Torch of Salvation's plans. This operation was codenamed Project Reborn Evil. If the situation is not resolved within 2 hours, Blaze Out will initiate a full-scale purge. Does that about sum it up? It sounds like we've settled on a plan. We're here to put a stop to Project Reborn Evil. Is that it? When you put it like that, it sounds simple enough. It sure does feel that way to me. It doesn't feel that way to me. Still, all we can do is try. With this many super cops in our midst, I'm sure things will work out somehow. Yeah, everything will turn out fine. Somehow. But who exactly is the super cop you're talking about? I think that's about everything for now. Next, we need to figure out how to stop Project Reborn Evil from taking place. First, we stop the Neo virus from spreading outside the mansion. Second, we prevent the raptures from infiltrating the Ark. These two are what really matters. You mentioned earlier that that's the way to the lab. Yeah, we came down from that side. Makes sense. If it's all right with you, I'll handle the virus. I've got a few ideas in mind, but it's a plan that requires Agent Winters from BST. What do you say, Winters? Want to try your luck with him, with me? Agent Winters, are you up to it? No issues on my end. Alright then, I'll leave the virus to Ada and Agent Winters. As for the raptures, about the raptures, there's something I wanted to share. And what's that? I was caught by the cultists not long after sneaking into the mansion, so I'm embarrassed to say I didn't uncover anything noteworthy. I did come across something that could serve as a clue. And that is? Basically, up until a moment ago, Depara was being held here with me. But the cult leader came and took her away, just before all of you arrived. While she was here, I heard her say something. All preparations are complete, it's time to head to the surface to face our reckoning. Oh shit. Winters, do you happen to know if there's an abandoned elevator nearby? There's one elevator left, but it's supposed to be decommissioned. Coordinates? I'll ask my partner to send it over right away. Alright, do it as fast as you can. while Ada and Winters are handling, so that should say then, while Ada and Winters are handling the virus, the rest of us will make sure the cult leader doesn't make it to the surface. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That noise. I knew things wouldn't be this easy. Ollie, can you move? I'll be fine. You will go on ahead. I can at least buy you some time. Oh shit. Clack, third. Ollie. Okay. Okay. I told you it was okay to go ahead. Why did you two decide to stay? Because you can't even stand up properly right now. I can say the same about you, Miranda. I'm fine. That's not good. The thunderous sound echoing down the passage grows closer. This feels like a nightmare. Wouldn't you agree, Miranda? Yes. Wait, huh? I said this feels like something out of a nightmare. Which part exactly? Aren't you going to pinch me to make sure I'm not dreaming? Are you sure you're okay? You're shaking pretty badly. That sound keeps reminding me of something. That abomination we ran into earlier. And all those things we saw in the lab that keep popping up in my head. So my body just keeps shaking. It's all very scary, isn't it? Yeah. I figured. It's not too late. You can still leave to catch up to the others if you want. We'll take care of the creature. That's right. You don't have to stay behind just because of me. Before, when the Ark was in danger, there was something you said, Polly. That we're police officers. So protecting civilians and keeping the Ark safe, that's what police officers are meant to do. That's why I'm choosing to stay behind. In order for the others to solve the problems at hand, someone needs to keep the creature distracted. Only then can we protect the civilians and keep the Ark safe. It's coming. I may not be able to stop the trembling, but... Aww. Aww. That's cute. Polly places a hand on top of Miranda's head. Thanks, Miranda. For choosing to stay behind for that reason. I'm so glad. Looks like there are solid cops in this world too. Miranda, you were asking earlier who the super cop was. Yes, I'm still curious about that. Well, I don't think we need to look any further, huh? From one super cop to another, let's take this thing down. That's cute.
What I do?
Whoosh. Crack. Beneath these acts, the grotesque creature that attacked the lab lets out its final cry. Aren't you done yet? Patience is a virtue, D. Your boyfriend might not like it if you act like that. Or should I say, Winters. When it's just us, you can call me D. He yanks the axe out from the core and glances towards Ada. Despite the pitched battle occurring right beside her, Ada, without so much as a glance, remains hunched over a computer terminal, typing furiously at the keyboard. Judging by the countless black windows and lines of commands being inputted, it seems she's trying to hack in. She didn't deny the boyfriend claim. No, she did not. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. If this isn't going to work, say it now. We need to come up with another plan. Yeah. Ada resumes clacking away at the keyboard. Deeming herself incapable of contributing at the computer, D heads towards the incubation chamber. Corpses lie scattered outside the broken chamber across a sea of shattered glass. They're a horrific sight, but D gazes at them unflinchingly. She reads the names written on each hospital gown aloud, one by one. Edward Monroe, Lily Monroe, Blake. It is as if she's making a vow to remember them all. Once finished, she then approaches the grotesque creature she's taken down. Smoosh! Her axe carves an arc in the air, leaving a black streak. The creature is cleaved in two. God damn! The upper body of a mass-produced Nikke and the lower limbs of a rapture. The dog tags are... Found him. BH1996322. Ada, who had been typing away at the keyboard, suddenly froze. What is it? Just curious about what you're doing. Are you looking for someone? No. What then? I'm memorizing the names so I can verify them when we get back to the Ark. That way I can find out who they were. And I need to find out why they came to believe in the Torch of Salvation. And all the things they've done along the way. before I can make an objective judgment about their deaths. That's the only way. Only by knowing what led to all this can we prevent a second torch of salvation from rising. Can I ask you something? Does working behind a wall of anonymity ever get tiring? If you were to die, no one would know what you've done, or that you've even had these thoughts. It doesn't matter. If my actions tip the cosmic scales even slightly towards the side of good, I'll do whatever it takes for justice. More importantly, there's someone now who will remember me. Someone who will remember you? That's great. Enough talk, let's finish this. That reminds me. Ada pulls up a new window on the monitor. At the bottom of the document's title, Project Reborn Evil. Evil purified in... yes. The countdown that had been ticking down has come to a halt. The Neovirus won't spread to the Ark. We've also wiped all data related to the T-Virus, so don't worry too much. You could have told me earlier, you know? I'll take that as a thank you. These two are good. I like these two. Now then. Ada stretches, then begins rummaging through the pockets of the researchers lying motionless beside the computer. Why don't we see what kind of people we're dealing with? AD, did you know? Usually among researchers like these, there's always bound to be one that still has a tiny shred of conscience left. Enough to stash a vaccine somewhere. Out of nowhere, Ada reveals a vaccine sample in her hand. Now that I've got a hold of this, our deal's complete. Our deal? Without another word, Ada begins to head out of the lab in true Ada fashion. She does this in... I've never played a Resident Evil game personally, but even I know that Ada is just notorious for coming in, fucking shit up, and then just leaves and refuses to elaborate. Ada? You sure you don't need to go to check in on your boyfriend, I mean? Guess I should. She's not denying it. As Dee exits the lab, a cool breeze brushes past her ear. Ada is perched on the windowsill of a wide open window. Take this. Ada tosses something. What's this? It is a USB drive adorned with ornate engravings. A pair of perfectly balanced scales is etched into the surface. Consider it payment for your honesty. Well then. With that, Ada fires a hook shot and vanishes out the window. In typical Ada fashion. Maybe we could play Resident Evil. Be down for that. Start from the beginning or jump in at the latest. I feel like it'd be one of those, that's one of those series you want to jump in at the beginning. It's like playing like Metal Gear Solid, like same thing. You want to start from the beginning. I don't think I'm going to get through all the games in a month though. So maybe we'll put that on the back burner for a bit. Behind the mansion, along the path leading to the elevator, a veritable mountain of garbage is piled up. Ugh. Reeks. I can't believe they put a trash dump right behind the mansion. How do they stand being so close to this stench? Guess they just get used to it. What? The residents here pick through heaps of trash dumped from the Ark, searching for anything they can salvage. They make a living selling what they can find. You just have to learn to live with the smell if you want to survive on the Outer Rim. Let me get this straight. They make ends meet by selling trash dumped from the Ark and putting up with smells like this. Is the reality people face in this world? Yes. Reality is unforgiving no matter where you go. Query? Query fidgets with a rocket launcher in silence. Any query? Yes? A penny for your thoughts? Oh. I just thinking. Is it really okay? Is what okay? I can't help but think that someone other than me should have tagged along. Someone with more field experience like Agent Winters from BST. Or someone who's more suited for combat. You were blasting things left and right with that rocket launcher, and now you second guess yourself? Before this, most of what I'd done had been administrative work. Except under special circumstances, Polly or Miranda typically handle field operations. Saving all of humanity. Such a monumental task is better left to someone else, not me. Come on, none of that stuff matters. I was just an ordinary college student. But I survived Raccoon City, and now I'm surviving just fine here too. It's what's in here that counts. Our hearts. Claire's being cringe. Claire lightly taps her chest with a fist. Watching Claire, Query mutters quietly. That's what counts? You came all the way to this dangerous place because you wanted to save your friend. And not only did you rescue Polly, you did it with style. That means you can save Tapara too. Hell, you can even save all of humanity. You've got what it takes. You think so? Of course, and there's more good news. What's that? You're not alone because you got me. So, that's comforting, right? A faint smile crosses Query's face at Claire's playful words. Yeah, I feel really reassured. See? So it's what's inside that counts. What's inside. Phew. Query grips the rocket launcher tightly with what seems like a newfound resolve. Shall we keep moving? Yes. I spot the elevator Kay told us about in the distance. Here too, huh? We can't catch a break, can we? In front of the elevator stood more of the same creatures we've been fighting all this time. Query lifts her loaded launcher. I'll take the lead. Go on in, girl. Get him. After the battle in front of the elevator. Oh shit, Alceria 9. Alceria 9 lies on the ground in a heap. Kick it, Chad. Her abdomen is torn open. Oh shit. It looks like one of those monsters got to her. Life falls into oblivion, into turmoil. Cruel distortion of all things sacred. Cold, metallic judges descend. Do not resist. The end is nigh. Guide these foolish mortals. Alceria 9. The plan you and the Torch of Salvation put together is doomed to fail. Fail? That's right. Doing this won't save anyone. Heathens like you wouldn't understand. Just you wait. On the day of reckoning, we'll see who is saved. Death is the path to salvation. Death is the path that leads to salvation. Death is salvation. While tending to the delirious cult leader's wounds, Query shakes her head. Suddenly, the cult leader starts speaking to someone other than those of us present. Her eyes lose focus and their light gradually dims. Oh, she's dying. You're waiting for me, aren't you? I told you, Tapara and I would come. We'd return to the happy days we once had and receive salvation. With Tapara? Tapara? Tapara's in the elevator. What have I done? The elevator? Inside the elevator, countless homemade explode. Uh-oh. No! Oh, shit. A countdown display in the center ticks down 1 second at a time like a time bomb. In addition to the bombs, I spot Tapara lying on the floor. Claire, don't. It's too dangerous. Curry holds back Claire, who's about to rush into the array of bombs. But countless bombs. The time is slowly ticking down, and Tapara lying in the middle of it all. Claire's eyes dart back and forth before she shuts them, and then seemingly recalling someone, she utters a name. The young girl she met in her own world. Sherry. I'm sorry, Query. Claire shakes off Query, ignoring the bombs. Claire rushes straight towards Tapara. Are you okay? Tapara remains limp and doesn't respond. She's still breathing. Distinct needle marks can be seen on Tapara's shoulder. No. Oh no! They injected her! Claire, fall back now. She might be infected by the virus. I don't care. I can't leave her like this. And even if she is infected, as long as there's a vaccine, we'll be able to treat her somehow. I don't know if a vaccine exists in this world, but it's better than giving up on her without doing anything. It's always better to put up a fight. Is this what you're looking for? Ada holds up a syringe, holds a syringe with a red liquid. I told you I wouldn't let the Neovirus leave the mansion, right? You better use it quickly. And I do mean quickly. Best art of the event, I think. Yeah, are we in agreement on that one? Kind of fucking, you know what I'm saying? We should probably do something about these explosives while we're at it. Oh, I'll do it. I've memorized all the procedures for handling explosives circulated in the Ark. All right, once they're taken care of, I think we've done everything we can here. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, looks like it. Tapara, can you hear me? Don't move. I'm going to give you something that'll help you. It's going to sting a little. Looks like we still have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends such as RAC 10.1. The location where the virus's components are found. If we want to put an end to all this, we need to take care of that too. Exactly. Once things settle down here, we'll take care of it. Well then, since our deal is concluded, I guess this is where I make my exit. Alright, that woman, Alceria 9 was it? She was holding on to something important. I'd suggest you look into it. You might find something interesting. Well then, I'll leave it to you. Be sure to make the right decisions. Oh. By the time I turned around, Ada was already gone. The inside of the elevator is complete disarray. Alceria 9's vision fade and the memories of the past flash before her eyes. Gathering at the dinner table every evening to talk about our day, all of us sprawled out watching TV together in comfort, the quiet little conversations we'd have before falling asleep. Memories of those happier days begin to fade and are replaced by new ones. Her husband's hospital room, where she stood witnessing his final moments. Yeah, she fucking killed him. The eyes of Alceria 9 and those of her husband lock. Oh, how do you come back from that, man? How? Ah, there is a hard mode. Comes out in 2 days. Shit. Wait, that's it? We finished? Oh no, sorry, there's one to go. There's one more. Hold on. 2 hours, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. You're 3 minutes and 50 seconds behind schedule. What were you planning to do if I hadn't held up Blaze out at the outer room entrance? Okay. Kay gives a subdued wave. Her body is slightly singed in several places. What happened to you? Oh, this? Ran into a real nasty piece of work, but don't worry, my cover's still intact. Anyway, I heard from moi. Sounds like things are pretty much wrapped up on your end. Yeah. By that look on your face, I take it things didn't pan out well. What about the cult leader in Dapara? Over there. Kay sees Dapara sobbing, her arms wrapped around her knees. Kay furrows her brow upon seeing the cult leader collapse nearby. You're right, things ended badly, so she did die. Still. If her expression is any indication, I'd say the cult leader paid for her sins. What did you decide about the mansion? Lays out plans to torch the place, along with the nearby residential areas. Told me to get out before it's too late. So they've decided there's no point in leaving it standing, I guess. Be it the Neo virus or the Torch of Salvation, it seems they're nipping both in the bud for good. Maybe they want to bury the fact that any of this ever happened. I already checked, there aren't any survivors, so don't make that face. Thanks. Speaking of which, where is he and the others? I thought you were with them. They went to the surface. Said they're ending this mess. Why did you follow them? I've got something to wrap up here. And what's that? They said Ada vanished the moment she handed over the vaccine sample. I'm going after her. So yeah, I'm heading off now. Make sure you look after Dapara later. What? Hey, do I look like a babysitter? He steps out of the mansion. Do you? Ugh. Upon reaching the surface, we head towards coordinates RAC 10.1. Flap. Jill is intently studying a scripture. It is a scripture that Alceria 9 clung onto until her dying breath. Thus spoke the Lord, salvation lies beneath the merciless judges. Imbibe the holy elixir and cast off the sins of your mortal flesh. Be reborn as a greater being. Doesn't seem anything particularly noteworthy. Yeah, just seems these strange prayers from the start. Upon turning a page, Jill's jaw drops in surprise. What is it? Jill turns the scripture towards me. Something is inscribed in red lettering, RAC 10.1, beneath the merciless judges. The altar where the holy elixir of the judge flows. There is a revelation. Revelation? Or revelation? Could it be something that's written after? Jill continues to skim through the scripture. Apparently some documents appeared one day scattered around the altar. The research papers detailing T-virus experiments that we saw earlier. The believers of the Torch of Salvation regarded this as a way to fulfill their destiny. A revelation from God. Umbrella will pave the way forward for us. After these initial sentences, all that follows is writing praising Umbrella Corporation. They didn't have access to any information about the D-Wave or other worlds, so they defied those. Defied those Umbrella documents as holy records. Deified. Since to them the information they needed suddenly materialized out of nowhere. Looks like we got our answer. Those that caught in the D-Wave and crossed over. Wasn't just us, but these documents too. That seems to be the case. Kay said she'd handle disposing of all those documents. Well, now that's cleared up. Let's focus on the task at hand. Seems we've arrived to where it all began. Amongst the ruins, I spot an altar in the distance. Several unarmed bodies are sprawled around it. Their expressions are peaceful. I assume that's the target. An enormous rapture stands behind the bodies, looking strangely out of place. It remains motionless, as if rooted to the ground. Amanda, requesting permission to engage. Are you sure about this? You should have gone back to the Ark along with the Para. I'm sure. I'm totally fine. Miranda and Query are here after all. And we've got Jill and Claire too. That's right, the super cops are all assembled. You're really fixated on that word, aren't you? Probably because no one's ever called her that before. Alright. Commence engagement. Okay then, let's do it. It may look like it's lodged in the ground, but all the same, don't let your guard down. We don't know what it's capable of. Understood. Encounter! I lied.
Glad you're safe.
He's dead.
Mission complete.
Boom. With a thunderous crash, the rapture collapses. Good work, everyone. None of the event guys had one, like the challenges too. Weird. So that's a wrap on this whole virus mess, right? An ominous looking fluid seeps from the rapture's carcass. That must be the fluid the Torch of Salvation regards as the holy elixir of the judge. To make sure we don't have a repeat of this incident, it's probably best that we send it to MMR for analysis. I'll request an investigation into this. Can't let something like this happen again. The ACPU will keep a close eye on it. We'll make sure this mess doesn't take place again. That's reassuring. I'm glad the Ark has people like you looking after it. Yeah, we've got to do our best so that our citizens can feel safe. That's right. I'll work even harder so I won't be nervous next time. I'm rooting for you. So, all we have to do now is take down the rapture called Gatekeeper, right? Where do we find it? I'm all warmed up. Let's go in there and finish this fast. About that. I have a question. Yes? Have you two always been this radiant? It's going back to the Ark where even one corrupt person can bring it back and fuck some shit up. Yeah. Correct. Light is emanating from Jill and Claire's bodies. That can only mean one thing. Gatekeeper has awakened. Jill, Claire, it's time to go home. Wait, they're leaving? Just like that? After going through all that, you don't even get to see the Ark? It's alright. I've fulfilled my duty as a cop to protect civilians and defend the Ark. That alone is reason enough for me to end up in this world. Wouldn't you agree, Miranda? Yes. You're right. Thank you for everything. Miranda salutes Jill and Claire with pride. Seeing this, Polly and Query mirrors Miranda and salutes them too. Despite the confusion of being thrust into another world, the three of you still went out of your way to help us. You never gave up and never faltered in the face of danger. And for that, I can't thank you enough. It's the least we could do. It's kind of sad. I'm kind of sad about this. Now you're making me blush. By the way, Query, I'm still counting on you to look after Depara. Take good care of her. She's going to feel pretty alone. Got it. Leave it to me. And Winters, was it? Send her my regards as well. I certainly will. Well then, seems like it's time to go. Claire waves and Jill salutes in silence as their bodies become enveloped in light. Ah, my eyes! Jesus fucking Christ. Flash. Soon the light dissipates and the two women vanish. Aww, kinda sad. In the back alley of the outer rim, in the distance, a mansion is ablaze. Didn't expect to find you here. I wanted to see how everything wrapped up. You're late. I thought you'd show up a little sooner. Ada holds something up and waves it. It's the tracker D planted. Cheeky bugger. So you knew. So, what can I do for you? Kay told me Jill and Claire got pulled into this world through a D wave only a few hours ago, but you? You've been in the Ark for 2 weeks now. Oh shit, no way! That's right. Had a nice little tour of the Ark, a fascinating place, more to it than I expected. What kind of deal did you make with X? You know perfectly well I won't answer that. A moment later, Ada's body is enveloped in light. I guess we'll have to cut our conversation short. Since you came all the way out here, let me give you a little parting gift, D. People like us, who work in the shadows, we must always have an ace hidden up our sleeve, ready to use whenever we need it. Catch my drift? Well, no parting words? Thanks. I appreciate you helping us see this through. Well then, see you around. Take care, D. Aw, they became little friends. In an instant, Ada is gone, leaving D all alone in the back alley. An ace up the sleeve. In D's hand is the USB Ada gave her. Is that why you gave this to me? D soon disappears into the shadows. Aww. Sag. And that's it. That is the story until hard mode unlocks and we finish it and presumably get one last cutscene at the very end, which will probably do nothing, but... Aw. The ending was kind of sad. Like, they all kind of became friends and shit. I don't know.
That was a simple mission.
It was good though. Good story. I like that. Oh! Secret. I kind of like how they wrap all of the stories, like the collaboration stories, I guess. They sort of wrap them into this whole D-Wave thing, which is kind of cool. And it sort of all wraps together quite nicely, which is nice. But like I said, take care of yourselves. Please be good people. I love you all. I'll see you all soon, aka tomorrow. And yeah, that is all she wrote. Bye bye.